All right, y'all. Good afternoon. Sorry for looking as chopped as I do. This is what you look like after you've had a really good night out. I went out yesterday. Ooh, we had a time. But yeah, I'm still wearing the same shirt that I wore yesterday. But anyways, welcome to the first episode of T as in Trell, first podcast episode. I'm excited. I know I was supposed to have this done probably like a few weeks back, but between work and school and planning for this trip, um which at this point I've already taken the trip, but at that point in time when I was supposed to be filming the first episode, the trip was kind of getting in the way with like planning and devoting time into that. So now that all of that's over, here we are, and I'm able to actually start on this podcast, start on this new journey. So this first episode, I really don't have too much to talk about. We might talk about a few things, but I did post like a Q&A on my like the Instagram for this channel or for this podcast. So we're going to answer some questions from there. I made sure to take screenshots. Hopefully I still have them, because I did go through my phone and delete a whole bunch of stuff because my storage was full, because I was taking hella pictures in Florida. But it looks like I still have them. Okay, perfect. Actually, yeah, okay. So I guess we'll start off with the questions. So somebody said, "Are you dropping an album soon?"
Oh, excuse me?
No. And this is how I know you a fake fan, because if you would have watched my first YouTube video, you know that I'm pivoting from music. So why would you ask that? I'm kidding. This one of my good friends. I just like getting on him real bad. But no, I'm not dropping an album soon. I just like my journey with music. I don't think it's come to an end, but it's definitely taken an indefinite or a pause until further notice. And right now, I'm just devoting my time and my energy into other areas, like this podcast, because I really want to be successful off of this. So really devoting my time and energy into that. Um, and yeah, so no album soon. Hopefully you weren't expecting that, but I do have a couple songs out there already that you can go listen to. I'm pretty sure you already heard them. Run those streams up. Um, I haven't checked to see if I even made a dime off of it. Probably not, but I need to look back on it and see. Um, but anyways, moving on to another question. I guess we'll like bounce around. Um, Somebody said, "What's your favorite song at the moment?" That's a good question. I think it's not necessarily one song that's my favorite song right now. It would have to be an entire album, which is "Love on Digital" by Dustin Conrad. I'm the type of person, when it comes to albums, if I like more than half of the songs on there, that's a good album for me. So that one, and then also I revisited what's that song? Or not song. I revisited Tyla's first album. I forgot what the name of that album is called, but I revisited that because there was this one song called On there. Um, and I heard it when we was in Florida, and it gave me the vibe, like So, um, I just realized like her album is an album that I really didn't consider like a really good album until I realized I had like more than half of her songs on my playlist from that album. Um, so to answer your question, because I was going off on a tangent, it would have to be Love on Digital, that entire album right now. I'm really loving it. I cannot wait until Destin Conrad goes on tour, because I definitely will be buying a ticket, maybe even do a meet and greet. I really want to get his vinyl too. If I have that option. I think he's still selling them. I don't know. They were $40 the last time I looked at it, and I was broke. So I might have to spend a block and get that vinyl. I already have a couple vinyls. I really need a record player as well too, but anyways, I digress. Next question. Somebody said, "How have you been?" Seriously, I've been pretty good. Um, Honestly, I've been pretty good, but coming back from this Florida trip, low key, I do have post trip depression, and I'm really just missing my friends. Like, I miss Florida too, but more importantly, like, I'm missing like the friends and the dynamics of like when we were there and how we were all interacting with each other. Like we were just having a ball. Like we had a really, really good time. And the trip, because we put so much thought, effort, and energy into it, I feel like it was so worth it. And it was everything that I had wanted and prayed about and more. And so it was just this big momentous thing that happened to me this summer. And now I'm just trying to like recuperate. I think that's the right word. And get over this like post trip depression. But aside from that, some really exciting things have happened. I'm gonna make a video about one big change that has happened in my life. So I'll save that for like another separate YouTube video. But aside from that, life has been pretty good. Hopefully, we can take more trips this summer or this year. Because I realized, like, I enjoy traveling. Like, I didn't really see myself as being like a traveler. Like, I do like exploring new places. Um, and I always dread traveling up until I'm actually like out of where I'm at and actually traveling. But this most recent time going to Florida, I'm like, dang, like I really need to go see more places. Like I've been to Florida. Um, I've been to really just Florida. I mean, I've been to places in like Texas, Louisiana, Virginia, uh, North Carolina, stuff like that. But I want to see more places. And honestly, me and my friends were talking about like our next big trip and where we want to go, and we're still trying to decide like what that place is going to be. I was thinking like New York, maybe Boston, Chicago. Some people were saying like California, which I really don't mind. I would love to go to California. Colorado. Somebody said Oregon. I really would like to. I've been to Oklahoma once for like a work thing. I kind of want to go back and actually experience it as like a tourist type thing, and go to OKC because I know they have like casinos or something out there. So I feel like that would be really fun. That would be a cute like 3-day weekend trip that we could slide in there. But yeah, I say all of that to say, let me know some places that I might be overlooking that we can go to. Because I really want to like I let me tell you something. When you find a group of people that you can travel with and they know how to act and they know how to conduct themselves, they know how to have a good time, they're very good and genuine people, and money is not a problem either, you're going to want to continue to travel with them. And that's how I feel right now. I'm like, we need to go everywhere because I love each and every one of them individually for the things that they bring to the table in this friend group when it comes to traveling. So that's kind of where I'm at this point. So anyways, if you have any places that I might be overlooking or you feel like we should go here as a group and that we'd have a really good time, please let me know. At the top of my list right now is New York. I really, really want to go to New York. I've been wanting to go to New York since I was a kid. Like, I don't know, ever since I've heard what's that? I guess it's like Empire State of Mind, or something like that with Alicia Keys and Jay-Z. Y'all know the song that I'm talking about. That song, oh my gosh, it changed me. I always was like a big fan of New York, but that song really like, I don't know. It made me like want to go to New York even more. And like I would hear songs that are like similar and I'd be like, oh, I feel like I'm in New York right now. Never been, period. But I have some friends out there. So hopefully we can make it happen. But yeah, let us know or let me know like any other places that I might be overlooking that we should go. Cause I feel like, yeah, I really want to do more and more traveling. Like I'm young, I'm at a good age right now. Like before I felt like I was a little too young to be going out. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Maybe go out on my for us to go out on our own and be like away for extended period of times, especially internationally. But now I feel like I'm 24. I'm at a good age. I feel grown. I'm maturing a lot more. So yeah, I feel like we should do more traveling because now I feel like we can all handle it. But anyways, that was a long-winded response to that question. But um, to piggyback off of that, somebody said, uh, "How's living by yourself been?" Living by myself has been pretty good. I enjoy it. It does get lonely at times. But I enjoy being able to come back and have a place where I'm able to like decompress, because with my job, always have to be on. I always have to be so social. I always have to, um, put on that face because like I'm representing a brand. And sometimes, like when you're not in the mood to do that, it's very draining to have to reach down within yourself and pull that out of you. So I'm glad to be able to come back to a place of my own and be able to act how I want to act. If I want to be up in here mad, throwing stuff, I could do that. If I want to be up in here chill, I could do that. If I want to be laughing, doing some bottom of the belly laughs, I could do that. So I really just enjoy having my own space. But yeah, sometimes it does get a little lonely, but um yeah, I just, I live. I'm enjoying it. That's what all I can say. And I like being able to also, because before we went on our trip to Florida, I feel like everything that I talk about today is gonna find its way back to this trip to Florida, because that is like the biggest thing that's happened for me this year. Um, and it's been like the funnest, most momentous thing. But anyways, I like being able to, because we use my place as like a meeting point. So everybody came here. I was able to, host everybody. Everybody was able to chill before we left for our trip. Like I like being able to do stuff like that. And have a place where we can all like get together and connect and stuff like that. Um, and then again, like even beyond going on a trip, like I like when I have people over and we can all hang out and have a good time, and I don't know. I Overall I enjoy living by myself. It's very fun. It's very, very fun. And I enjoy my peace and my silence. Um Somebody else said, best life advice you've ever received. Um that's a good question. Best life advice you've ever received. It wouldn't be anything that's like spoken necessarily, just stuff that I've like experienced. Um and experienced from my mom, to be specific. Like I've seen her like not settle at all when it comes to like her dreams, her goals, and her aspirations, and she's kind of passed that on to me. So I feel like in a sense I'm not a settler. Like there's two types of people in this world that I feel. There are dreamers and then there's people that are settlers. Now, the dreamers are people that are always going to be the ones to put themselves out there in uncomfortable situations because they know that there is no reward without risk. So they're always willing to take that risk for the potential of a reward. And then there's people out there that are settlers that just find complacency in where they are in life, or like with it, like they get straight out of high school. They don't pursue like a higher ed degree. They just, and I know I'm being like stereotypical because not everybody that graduates high school and doesn't go to college is a settler, but I'm just saying these are the type of people that I know to be settlers, where they just, they graduate high school, they don't pursue anything higher, they just live like their normal lives as they've been living. Um, and so in this world, again, there's two people, dreamers and settlers. But I just learned from my mom to be a dreamer, um, to really just go out there and, achieve the things that you want to do, especially if it's a place where of high success. Like there's going to be no reward without risk. You're going to be in uncomfortable situations. You're going to be like, in situations that you didn't think of, but it would be a stepping stone to where you were supposed to be. Like it would be a place, like you'll have a goal in your mind, but God may put you higher above that goal because you went out and took the risk and the reward or whatever. But anyways, I say all that to say, the life advice that I've ever received is just don't be a settler. Like, if you want something, if you like for myself specifically, I know where I want to get in life. Like, I don't want to, I tell everybody this all the time. I don't want to live no average life. Like, I don't want to be no commoner. I want to have my own brand. I want to be, somebody of stat, excuse me, somebody of stat is, ooh, I'm sorry. My throat is real dry right now. Sorry. I want to be somebody of status. Like I want to be able to do things that, the girls don't get to do on a regular basis. Like I want you to be watching me on your phone at work while I'm out having a good time. Like that's what I'm trying to do. Like I don't want to live like an average life. Until with that I know I can't be no settler. Like I got to be, somebody who puts themselves out there, takes the risk. I got to know what I want. I got to, have not necessarily have a plan, but like, have some sort of like direction for a lack of better words. But pretty much yeah, that's pretty much the life advice that's really stuck with me. And then also another one from one of my really good friends is um, I don't know if anybody else out there is spiritual, but you know, the advice goes, "What's meant for you is meant for you. If not, then God has something greater." And I always try to think of that whenever I get disappointed in a situation or a person or something that I really wanted to happen. I'm like, okay, well, dang, this didn't happen and it really sucks, but like maybe God has something greater for me and I just need to be patient. So I that's really stuck with me. I learned that in my last 2 years of college, and it's really helped me out so much, especially when it comes to or when it came to like graduating, post graduation, looking for a job, things of that nature. Because you will get a lot of no's before you get that one yes, and I definitely got my fair share of no's, but it was that one piece of advice that kept me going. Like, oh, this may have not been meant for me, but God has something that is meant for me, and that is going to be greater than this could have ever been. Um, so yeah, but we'll answer a couple more questions. I don't want to keep this too long because it's just me at the end of the day. Um, but whenever I have like guests on my show, we'll definitely extend this out. Maybe do like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, maybe even an hour. It really just depends on how good the conversation is. But I guess we should answer like some funny ones because there's some funny ones in here. So somebody said, "How do you stay so skinny but your ass stays so fat?" Honestly, I don't know. You gotta be special. You gotta be the one of God's favorites. Okay. I'm kidding. I really don't know. Um, my diet is all over the place. Like my metabolism works so quickly. Um, like I burn through stuff in like 1 to 2 hours. I really should be eating a lot more than I do. But I'm so used to like having my 3 meals a day and stretching everything out or whatever that I can handle it or whatever. But definitely I should be eating a lot more. Like right now I weigh 133, 135. um I should be like 150s, 160, and hopefully by the end of the year I'm able to achieve that. Like I've been going to the gym. I've been incorporating more days into the gym. When I was in school I was only able to go 1 day, but now I'm able to go 2 days. So hopefully, I built muscle. I was building muscle prior to going to Florida, but then, I went to Florida and, when I came back, I didn't feel like doing nothing at all. So I didn't go to the gym, but I'm gonna go to the gym next week and, really start investing and pouring into myself and taking care of my body a lot more, and eating a lot more so I can get to the dream body that I'm imagining for myself. But to answer your question, I don't know. Just I don't know. I don't know. I guess you got to have a fast metabolism. That's all I can say. Um, let's look at some more. Um, somebody said this is from the same person, by the way. Gay son or thought daughter. Honestly, I'm fine with either or. Like, definitely support the LGBTQIA plus rights, and then also I'm a very sex positive person. So if you want to go out there and you need to get yours, get yours. Don't be giving it out like it's government cheese or whatever. But I'm a sex positive person, and I definitely support LGBTQIA plus. I support the ABC community. So yeah, either or is fine for me. Um, let's see what else. Uh, I guess we'll end off on what's this era of your life called? This era of my life pretty much it's called 24. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen throughout, this year of being 24. I'm hoping it's all positive things. I'm hoping to, reach massive success, especially with like this new career path that I'm trying to go on with journalism and interviewing and, building my own personal brand. So I'm hoping that I'm able to start seeing more success, hopefully able to start building my brand a lot more, getting myself out there. Because again, like going back to what I was saying before, like I have a vision, I have a goal, I have, you know, an aspiration for myself on where I want to see myself in life and what I want to do and the status that I want to hold. And this right now is just a starting point for me. And so hopefully, throughout this year of 24, I'm able to really just cultivate my skills, my knowledge, this channel, and really just get myself out there and get my name out there and, build my own brand. But to answer your question, 24. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm excited. I'm very excited. And I believe by the time that, excuse me, no, I lied. I was about to say by the time that I turn 25, I would have my master's, but no, that's a lie. When I turn 25, I'll have my master's that fall. Because I have to take my comps or whatever and do all that other good stuff that you have to do with your masters. But hopefully, I'm blessed that by the age of 25, I'll have my masters. And I hope that I'm at a stage in life where I'm doing the things that I really want to do within the journalism field, with interviewing. Like, I tell everybody my inspiration is like a Kiki Palmer. Um, and I really want to just be able to interview people, in the way that she interviews people. Obviously, have my own spin to it because I can't be her. But she's like my greatest inspiration when it comes to like my goal and what I want to be with this whole new career path, this pivot in this pivot in my life journey that I've done, from criminal justice to journalism. So hopefully I'm able to see how that goes. um but yeah, I guess I will go ahead and end it off on that note. There are some other questions, but some of them are kind of the same as what I've like already answered. um but obviously, um I'm still gonna have like, polls and stuff going on. So if there's anything that you want to reach out about, that you want to talk about, let me know. You can always DM me. Like if you have a story that you want to tell, you want me to tell your story time on here, I would love to do that because I'm a wee bit messy. Not too much though, just a wee bit messy, and I do like a little drama. So if you got an interesting story that you want to tell, let me know and I will read it on here and we'll get into some things and we'll talk about it. Um, but yeah, aside from that, um, I'm gonna try to film. Hopefully, I'm able to get a new mic soon. I need another mic before I'm able to start like actually inviting people on because I don't want to have to be passing a mic around. Like I want us to be able to like clip both of our mics on our shirts and be able to have like a candid conversation and not even really realize that the mic is there. Like I don't want to have to be passing the mic back and forth to have the interview. So I'm gonna be working on getting a new mic next month. Um, so that I'm able to have guests on and, it can get a little bit more fun up in here, okay? But aside from that, I also will be dropping a video about our Florida trip. I have some pictures, I have some videos. I'm gonna compile it all into one big video. I'm still working on it. I'm editing it right now. I really just need to do like the narration part of it and then I'll be able to drop it. But that'll be coming out soon. And if you have any other video ideas that I should do, let me know. Because aside from this podcast, like uh, being that I have this camera and all, like I might as well make some YouTube videos. So if you have any ideas or some things that you want to see me do, let me know. I'm always down to do that. Depending on what it is. I'm not down to do everything, but I'll do some things. But yeah, that is pretty much it. I will talk to you all later. Thank you for sitting and listening to me talk and ramble. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Again, you can reach out to me via DM, like and subscribe. I would say tune in every ... but I don't know when I'm gonna be finding like a consistent schedule on when I will be dropping these videos, but we'll know the more and more that I start posting content and I know when to drop stuff. So we'll have something consistent soon. But thank you all for coming to my first podcast. Again, I hope you enjoyed yourself. Y'all have a good Sunday. It's the beginning of a new week. Make sure that you are pouring more into yourself than you are into other people, than you are into your job, than you are into things that aren't necessarily directly connected to you, because you always got to make sure that you're good before everything else. You make sure everything else is good. Because if you're not good, then how you finna get everything else good? How that gonna work, friend? But yeah, enjoy your week. I'm hoping that this week for y'all is just filled with blessings. I hope that everybody has a good week. I hope I have a good week. Shoot, I'm still trying to get over this post-trip depression. Everything that I think about at this point just brings me back to Florida, and I'm just like, I missed it. I want to go back so bad. But more than going back so bad, I just want to be around my friends. Like, I liked when we were all together. But this is probably going to be the running theme until like the end of next week, when I'm really finally over it. But even today, I'm thinking back like, oh my gosh, just last week I was in Florida doing XYZ. I'm gonna get over it, y'all. I will. It's just gonna take a little time. But yeah, again, let me know some places that we can go. Obviously, I'm gonna take the camera with me and take y'all with me so we can see. So let me know some places that we should go. We definitely want to do some international stuff, but for right now, we're trying to keep it domestic within the United States. So let us know some places that we can go. You can let us know some international places that we can go as well too, and we'll keep that in mind. But anyways, y'all have a good one. Y'all have a blessed one. I will see y'all later. Peace.